C'est pour ça qu'il a dit qu'il faut se mettre à droite, parce qu'il savait qu'il allait à gauche.
And the facade is basically just the front of the building. There are no interiors to any of these buildings. They're only about 12 to 15 feet deep. If we need to do any interior filming, such as the interior of a hotel room, a police precinct, a bar room, or even a spaceship, we simply do all of that inside what we call a soundstage. Battle zone. No, wait a minute, guys. Wait a second, guys. Anything you say, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems we've got a slight team inside here as anybody's guess. Have your film and flash ready because we might need your pictures for evidence. Sir, could you tell us exactly who you are?
I am the imperious leader, and you are now under my control.
Would you mind telling us what's going on?
You will be vaporized in 30 seconds.
Oh, that's all.
Centurion, activate the death beams.
Wait a second, guys. This has gone a little too far.
Silence, humans. Escape is impossible.
Unauthorized entry.
There's the party, imperious leader.
Captain Apollo. Origin. Battlestar Galactica.
In the name of the Federation, I demand the release of the humans.
Apollo, you will not leave this ship alive.
Get out of here! This ship is gonna fall!
Combustible material. The flames are real, but they come from gas jets located behind the building. As he traveled back here behind the structure, look out! This is just 1 minute. I can't believe this. We've never encountered anything like this before. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be out of this in just 1 minute. Terrific news on the bridge. It's Willie. It's King Kong. Cars, hang on. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here. The drama once used in the motion picture MacArthur, starring Gregory Peck. And for you trivia buffs on board the tram, here's something you may not have known. This lake right up to my side of the tram, well, that was once used as the entire Pacific Ocean for the McHale's Navy series. You see, to save time and money, they used to paint friendly colors on one side of a boat and enemy colors on the other side. Unfortunately, the only thing left for McHale's Navy are about 3 movie prop mines which you've left floating around out in these waters. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, don't be nervous. We're going to continue on down this road and cross over this bridge. Actually, we decided to change it around a little bit. We're going to take you right to the Red Sea, inspired by the paramount picture of the 10 Commandments. Keep your arms and legs inside the tram. You can still get some great sea level pictures without getting wet.
connard, il a plus.
Le connard.
Il est toujours vivant.
Well, it's out of the Red Sea and under the island of Bora Bora. That arc that you see right out to my side of the tram, that can be seen in the new motion picture Fletch 2, which will be coming out in the spring of 1989. Stars Chevy Chase is the inquisitive reporter. This time he goes after the TV evangelist and his adventure taken down south, down to a place called Bible Land. That's one of the things that he encounters in that particular motion picture. His biggest box office hits and winner of 3 Academy Awards, Jaws. And this area has been restricted from all fishermen, big white shark. So once we get up into this area, if you look off to my side of the tram, you'll notice that there's nobody fishing out here, except this one gentleman. This one? Wait a minute, folks, hang on a second. Excuse me, sir? Hey, sir, look, you're not supposed to be fishing out there. There's very reports of a large, great white shark. Sir? Oh, look, mister, don't be a dummy. Patricia, this guy doesn't seem to hear me. Maybe we can stop the tram and I can get his attention. Uh-oh. Sir, look, I'm not kidding. There's a large fin that's just surfacing. It looks like it's heading right for you. Wait a minute. Sir, look out. I'm not kidding. There's a large shark right over. Where'd it go? Patricia, I think we should stop the tram. We gotta warn this guy. Sir, look. Wait a minute. Look out. Help! Help! Well, folks, it looks like he's in deep water now, but don't worry. You see, wait a minute, folks, look, he's taking the bait. He's taking the whole pier. Hang on, folks. That must be one heck of a big shark.
Ah ouais, il est là, il est là.
We have complete control over all the events happening here at Universal. Lately, we've been experimenting with having complete control. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen, it's a flash flood that's heading straight for the tram. Those of you back in the 3rd and 4th cars, look out, you might get a little wet. Or a lot. Wait a minute, look out, the tree is falling. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is just a little bit of movie-making magic. This is exactly how we would recreate an outdoor rain scene for filming. The Three Amigos. Just north of the border is an area known as 6 Points, Texas, and right off to my side of the train, you'll notice an old livery stable. If you take a look inside, you'll notice some of Universal's world-famous quarter horses. And this area was recently used in an episode of Murder, She Wrote, starring Angela Lansbury. They used it as Colton, West Virginia. They also used it recently in an episode of Hunter, starring Fred Dreyer and Stephanie Kramer. As around the corner, let's see if I can kind of talk quietly in this area, just in case. See if I talk too loudly, because we've gotten into that valley. Whatever. The house at the base of the building, you'll notice the Bates Motel. This is actually the 3rd Bates facades, only the room number 1 and office are themselves. This is the kind of camera angle that we would use with the Bates Motel in the front and the Psycho House right up there in the... Right now, folks, you can see the weather appears getting extremely cold. That's because we've climbed above the timberline. It snowed up here last night. Except this is actually perpetual snow. It'll never melt. Helps when it's made out of plaster of Paris. And, well, the only way to get back to the entertainment center is to travel through the ice tunnel ahead. It's the only safe passage to the base of the glacier to the other side. But, folks, one warning. Be... Well, that wasn't so bad, was it? Remember the old saying goes, one good turn deserves another. Don't feel too bad, folks. Now you know how your clothes feel in the dryer. What are you guys worried about? You only have to do this once. I got to do this 3 times today. Ladies and gentlemen, you're just arriving at the side of the valley. That small neighborhood that you see nestled at the foothills, about halfway up, with the red roofs, well, that is the neighborhood.